Oh, hello.
The Boys Season 2 trailer was released just a while ago and it has become one of my favorites. Why? Because it actually shows you the carnage that superheroes leave behind when they do their great battles. Like they tried in Dawn of Justice but weren't that convincing. So today we are gonna talk about the origins of the boys in comics and the show individually. We're gonna start with the leader of the group, Billy Butcher. Who is this violent guy and how he became like this? So Billy was a very violent guy from his early teens and had a drug addicted and abusive father who physically abused him all the time. Then he met Becca at an early age and he married her. She made him a better guy and helped him to recover from the abuse and control his violent urges. So he joined the army. When he went away, Homelander raped his wife Becca and she got pregnant because of that and died during childbirth, because of which he hated any and all the superheroes, actually just supers. But in the comics it is a bit different. She did die during childbirth, but it was more of a child ripped her inside out. And the enraged Billy kills the kid. He hates all the supers and doesn't like Stargirl hanging with Huey. Marvin is second in command of the boys team. His father spent most of his life in jail due to a mistake in a justice system. When he was released, he taught his son Marvin all the legal stuff that he learned in jail so his son wouldn't suffer the same fate. Marvin's mother used to work in a factory where Compound V was being tested. Due to that, his mother got infected and naturally so does his brother and him. His brother became a simp due to the effects of Compound V and dies at a young age, which in turn took his father's life due to the grief. Why the name Mother's Milk? That is because when he was young, his mother saw that he can't live without breastfeeding. Even at an old age, he kept breastfeeding and still keeps a bottle with him because without it, he could potentially die. He was also in the military just as Billy and was court-martialed due to an incident during a boxing match, and he joined the boys to avoid the jail sentence. The Frenchman, in short, Frenchie. He was born in England, although then his family moved to France and was given the name Frenchie. He still calls himself by that name. Also, he is very sensitive about France. If someone says something bad about French people, he gets mad very fast. Also, we have no real idea of his birth name. Although he has a great and caring personality but lack in his communication skills. And like the ones before, he also used to be in the military and has expertise in weapons, ballistics and an amazing nose which can smell better than dogs. He has no personal agenda or hate towards the supers, but he is lonely and doesn't have anywhere else to go. Huey is a techno nerd and has a personal grievance against the supers, as right in the beginning of the show his girlfriend was obliterated by a A-train, because of which he was recruited to the team by Billy. Basically he is a softie and has nothing in common with the boys. He has a weird type of relationship with the Stargirl and Billy hates that. He's always whining and objecting to the violent behavior of the team. So she is the only one who has powers in the whole team. She appeared in the show a little late, but still she is a very big part of the team. Frenchie loves her like a sister and she has the same feelings towards him. But with everyone else she's a bit weird and doesn't like anyone touching her. The female was as well in the military with the Liberation Army. Once she went AWOL, she was captured and were experimented, which gave her superpowers. But a side effect was that she's mute now. The last but not the least, the founder of the boys. She has major role in comics, but in the show she doesn't get a lot of screen time. So in the comics she was a Colonel Gregor Mallory. In the World War II, the military and the supers were sent to the battlefield, where Mallory realized that these supers one day might be a threat. A Batman feeling. After the war, the colonel was recruited by CIA and he founded the boys. All the 5 members were recruited and they fought many supers. In one fight, one of the supers killed Mallory's grandkids, because of which ceasefire was announced and Mallory left the team. This was the origin of the boys. Leave comments with any suggestions. Here are some cool videos that you might like.